Okay, so now we're at the middle to the end of the project. I literally, it's all about going to get pine. Luckily, this is so it wasn't expensive. I got all shiplap for the whole cabin. Insulation's really thick. You really want it thick up there because it really does get cold up in the mountains. So it all the codes that they have are relatively good for the area. So I did some finishing touches. I was able to get the kitchen in. I have granite because, like I said in previous videos, I was really able to, utilize, I knew what I was building, build the cabin around the kitchen. I finished the bathroom. I did some pretty unique stuff. So the bottom line is it a cabin? Yeah, it's a cabin. Does it look like a cabin? Not when you walk inside. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But the thing is, it came out good. As I was finishing it up, I still have minor touches. I did barn doors upstairs because although this doesn't have bedrooms technically, it has a loft. It has 2 rooms with beds in it. They're just basic 8x8 rooms. Just a bed. It has a big loft area. You'll see in the pictures. It's actually pretty nice. But, you get to the end of this build and the overall aspect of it probably took 2 years. In total time, it only took 3 months, but because of all the driving time and going to build Atlanta Falcon Stadium and all the stuff that I had to do in between, it took some time. Overall, I don't even visit the place. All of this stuff that I talked about really, really took a toll. So basically, that cabin is only there for end of the world stuff. I want to start bringing my family up there. They're a little too young right now. My girlfriend doesn't really like, the outdoors, like the woods. We're ocean people, but my thing was, it was always there just for an oh shit moment. Like, oh shit, we got to get out of Dodge. We got water. We have, modern amenities. I don't have to live in a tent to survive. So that's basically what it was all about. The people who are up there, they kind of ruined it for me. I mean, I shouldn't have let them, but after it was almost years that these people decided to just, harass me, along with cops and lawyers. And although I wouldn't change anything that has happened to me because it's a learning lesson, and this channel I'm going to continue this channel with rights as Americans, as living in the best country in the world. There's a lot of things here that are great, but people need to recognize that there's a lot of bullies out there. There's a lot of people who want to ruin your day, ruin your life, and most of them are associated with the government. Because the bottom line is, if you're involved with government and you're a part of the government, you're basically you could really ruin people's lives. And it's time to make people understand that they can't do it anymore. There's a lot of things that we could do as American citizens to make, to twist their balls just as much as they twist ours. So I'm going to go on with that and start really picking apart what is going on in society and what my thoughts on it and how I think that I think 80% of Americans actually think. I think the keyboard warriors of our society, they like to think that they're in control. If you actually listen to the media, you're a part of the problem. There's no way to come back and be a normal person if you're watching a black box every day. And I don't care if it's baseball, football, news, programs, because that's all it is. It's program. You're all being programmed. I haven't watched the TV in years, and I won't. Do I watch YouTube, TikTok, independent journalists? Yeah, I don't watch what that propaganda is. I don't want to know. I mean, we're in two wars as a country right now, and it's like, what's going on here? We can't talk about one side. We can't say anything about one side. You're not allowed to have an opinion. No. That's why I want this channel just to become. Listen, I'm gonna probably call it, the 80%. Because I don't care what anyone tells me. I don't care what any news channel. The 80% think like I do. And the 80% need an outlet to get it out, because they can't listen to the propaganda. They can't listen to the nonsense anymore. And I'm here to tell you the 80% are the way I think. And I know it is. I don't care what the 20% think. I don't care what the media thinks. I don't care what the people who are brainwashed think. You want to talk about some things? I'll talk about some things. One of them being Mr. Donald Trump. Listen, he talks a great game. I like the way he talks. But honestly, he picked some of the worst people to put in his cabinet, and his point man was his 30-year-old son-in-law who's Jewish. He has dual citizenship. I don't know about you people, but I've had enough of this dual citizenship in the White House, in Congress. Listen, this is America. You want to be a citizen of another country? Go to that country or just hang out here. But you can't be in a political power if you really. To me, that's treason. And when and Donald Trump wants to put his Jared Kushner there, listen, no thanks. You own a building 666. No thanks. So, listen, is this going to be a political rant? Yeah, sure. I don't really care. You don't want to listen, just shut it off. Don't bother me one bit. I'm not a fan of Trump. And obviously, Sleepy Joe over there, he's just, a retard. Straight up. But he's a puppet. He's not even in his right mind. I mean, he doesn't even have a mind anymore. You think he's tweeting? Let him go speak for an hour without, cards or a teleprompter. You fucking kidding me? The guy's a retard. The only guy that's somewhat decent is the Robert F. Kennedy guy. And to tell you the truth, I can't listen to him speak. This guy's voice is killing me. I mean, listen, whatever he's got, I mean, it sucks. But if I don't want to listen to you speak, you could have the best message in the world. I'd rather read it than listen to it. So, we're just going to, I stopped doing this channel for a little bit. I got so much other stuff going on. And I said, hey, listen, people actually like what I have to say. I literally only made 10 or 15 videos. I got 150 subscribers. I said, you know what? Let me just keep going. Because honestly, I'm at the point where I need an outlet. This is an outlet for me. Israel's back at war. Another 50 years later. These people. What's going on over here? I'm just so sick of people dying. Listen, if you're on Israel's side, good for you. I don't really care. You're on Palestinian side, good for you. It's enough to fucking people dying. I mean, this is crazy. Women, children, everyone's dying. This has been going on throughout history. And this just goes to show you we're no better than apes. We're no better. We're just apes with guns and fucking bombs at this point. I mean, it's all about territory. Listen, apes and lions fight over territory. We're fucking human beings. There's more land on planet Earth that we can deal with, but enough's enough. People are sick and tired of this shit. And what people are most sick and tired of is pick a side. You got to pick this one. And the fuck out of here. How about everyone wants to be left the fuck alone? Is that so hard? Is that like just so hard at this point? If they call it tribalism. Listen, I don't want to watch this shit on TV or see shit on YouTube. I don't want to see people die. And listen, it's community first. People always ask me, what's wrong? What happened with this country? I'll tell you what happened with this country. Very, very simply. You took a woman out of the household and put her to work. That's what happened. Women stopped raising children. And now what you got is a whole bunch of parentless kids running around and are like, oh, what happened? Well, their parents are working 12 hours a day and their kid was in daycare or someone else was watching their kid. They got no morals or statutes. Listen, it's crazy what's going on. And I'm just going to keep ranting, and I'm going to keep putting this on TikTok, and I'm going to keep putting this on YouTube, and I don't really care anymore because I'm probably going to do this every day. I'm going to make one full video, and I'm going to smash it down in this other thing that we got, and just make short videos and just put a bunch of random pictures in because honestly, I've had enough. I mean, listen, and there's a lot of people who talk, and there's, your YouTube superstars. I'm sick of these people. These YouTube superstars are nothing. I don't, the Grant Cardones, the P. Day G, I don't know what the fuck their names are. I don't really care anymore. They're trying to sell you something. Maybe someday I'll try to sell you something, but right now, not so much. I'm just trying to rant and just get this off my chest because as a 50-year-old dude, I've had enough. Had enough. Listen to this. I gotta put my kids through this nonsense. The world's a shitty place. It doesn't have to be this shitty all the fucking time. So, we'll get back to the cabin tomorrow. Thank you very much.